Primal. We're going to be breaking down the cultures and their belief systems here, just in case. Spoilers up ahead. Let's go. Welcome back to AsArt. My name is Nick, and I have Kyle here with me. Go follow him on Instagram, Pecos with a Zero, an amazing artist. And now we're here to break down the cultures and the beliefs of Primal. Season 2 mostly, because we're really expanding this world. It's been so much fun. By the way, just in case if you don't know, we've been covering every episode on Primal. So subscribe to get all the updates. We even did a character breakdown. Watch that too. All right, let's jump into it. Kyle, what's going on? There's so many cultures now. We're no longer just a dinosaur and a human.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's so interesting because, I took a look at a couple Gendy Tartakovsky interviews about Primal, specifically for the season, and it seems like he likes he loves the current scientific consensus that like Neanderthals and Homo sapiens like coexisted in history. At least that's what the like archaeological and like paleontological evidence is showing. So like that's super cool because as we stated before, it looks like that Spear is more of like a Cro-Magnon, sort of more Neanderthalish kind of deal, as opposed to like these new civilizations, which are clearly like modern human, right? And that's the thing. Modern humans, that's our hallmark, is that we create civilization, right? And
just so, like the game.
Yes, yeah. So like that's the thing is like, so we've seen what we can see as like, I don't think these are direct copies, but more influenced from Earth cultures. So we definitely see a pharaonic or an Egyptian type of culture with a huge ship. Totally cool, right? And then we also see
huge. It's huge.
Huge.
It was like the
we're
Noah
talking
Ark,
Waterworld.
the Noah Ark of ships.
Yeah. Like it's like it has a palace in there. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Jail
I want to see
cells.
more about that ship. Yeah. Like, so the thing is, and then also they're also attacking what looks to be like a Babylonian or Assyrian type culture. Right. Even when Spear is vaulting the walls, you see like a section that's blue. I feel that that's a call out to the Ishtar Gate in ancient Babylon, right? Which is that huge blue stone gate that they had, and it was all blue, and it was like a hallmark of that city.
So I definitely got Egyptian vibes too from when they got captured, and almost like a Cleopatra ruler. Obviously, I mean, obviously that's the only thing that comes to my mind. I'm no expert in history, but that's what I think when it's like, and the way. By the way, we're going to be doing a review breakdown anyways, talking about the intenseness of what happened to the egg. I'm not going to spoil it here just in case if you have not watched it, it was like, I had a moment, but but it was also very interesting too, because the big guy, okay, this is just a theory question. I'm sorry, I'm breaking this video. The big guy, is that our Valhalla guy?
Our Valhalla guy?
Or our Viking guy that went to the underworld. Okay, because I saw him grow and he looked bald in the silhouette when he got his powers.
So I think that's hinting to the mysteriousness of his new form. We don't know. I don't think he's going to look like that specifically, but it's something like inspired by that fiery infernal energy. Right?
Okay, sorry. Okay, anyways, back to cultures.
Yeah.
Speaking of cultures, and I did mention underworld, religious stuff. So the Vikings and the underworld, we almost see their heaven, like he was going to Valhalla maybe, or something like the angels. But then it's like what's that song from the South Park movie when Kenny's like, "You're going to hell." There's like this rock song. It's taken to hell.
So that's the thing. Like this is one of the reasons which leads me to believe they're inspired by actual world mythology as opposed to it being a little bit of a twist, right, in this world. So those maidens that come down from heaven to take, or from Valhalla, right, to take chieftain, right? I thought I was like, oh, they're Valkyries, but I'm like, well, in traditional Norse mythology, they either ride like a horse, a wolf, or some other like creature, right? In this one, they're not even warriors, right? Because Valkyries are also supposed to be warrior maidens.
Yes.
So like, but these, they're almost, they're like draped in this loosely intricate, suggestive tapestry stuff, rags basically.
Yeah.
And then chieftains dragged down to hell. This is the hell with one L, by the way. And I thought that being would be Surtur. Who's supposed to? He has a flaming sword. He's supposed to bring about Ragnarok and stuff.
Yes.
And and technically he's also his name means the Black One, right? So maybe that's it. But I was also like, maybe it's Hela, which is, but that like it doesn't look like the shape of one, but who knows? It could be a gal.
It's been but we'll see. Limited silhouettes at best.
Yeah, very limited. Yeah. So that's as far as I can tell. So that's what leads me more to believe it's more inspired than it is literal.
And then the animation of the eyes.
Yes, like when
so amazing.
Yeah,
I was just
also like that.
It.
The effects, whoever's the effects animators on this show is awesome.
Worthy.
Like, with him like transforming with the fire on Chief, like and like I was like. Sick, like
dude,
holy crap! I was like,
so sick. I want to see more of the hell.
Yeah,
maybe they're gonna have to go down there and fight because he definitely wants them. You saw them in the fire vision. Like, I want them here for a battle royale.
Yeah, what are the machinations of this hellish being? Yeah. Right? Why does he want Spear and Fang so bad?
Why? I know.
Is it because of their sins? Is it because he wants their savagery?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because it's adding up, especially in this newest episode.
Yeah.
They freaking destroyed a whole army by themselves, basically.
Also, like we're getting hints at like a new character with that huge slave dude.
Yeah, a friend.
Because well, that's the thing. No. So he's a friend. He has the potential to be a friend.
Yeah, that's what
right now they're not on good terms. But I call him a slave because he goes right back into the cage.
Yep.
The cages with Spear and Fang. That's why I'm saying that because. Spear and Fang right now are also slaves. They're basically slave warriors.
Yeah, which
like where they
I see a gladiator story coming.
You know what? I think you're right. I think we might even see some Romans get in the mix.
What? That'd be so
or some
sick.
Greeks. Who knows?
That would be so sick. But I'm definitely getting like the gladiator vibes. Like they're slaves to fight, and then they're gonna see how great they are, and then they're gonna show them off at some kind of gladiator.
Thing. I'm definitely getting back to like sort of like the mythology and like cultures and stuff. I'm definitely getting like sword and sorcery vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So, specifically like Conan the Barbarian stuff, which also. Genndy has mentioned that was a source of inspiration in Frank Frazetta and stuff like that. But like in Sword and Sorcery, like you get these sort of like, at least in Conan Sword and Sorcery, right? You get these cultures that are similar. It's technically a far more back in time Earth, like before the last ice age kind of deal. So they have these call outs to what they would be in the future, right? Like these sort of civilizations. But yet you still have these like weird beasts, right, from prehistory that are existing with these high civilizations, right? So like I'm getting that vibe, which is really cool. Yeah. So I'm really excited for like the next episode and just to see where it takes us.
And the elephants was fun to see too. That was very much Lord of the Rings flashbacks I was getting, especially when he freaking did a Legolas and took down his own elephant. I'm like, I'm like, don't slide down the trunk like a skateboard. Just don't do that.
Don't you? I did. No, but I mean, if I remember correctly, like, Middle Eastern cultures, especially the Persians, had war elephants, right? That they got from like India and stuff like that,
yes.
right? So
what would you say are like our 5 cultures that we've seen so far?
Okay, so I would say we've seen some form of Celt or Gael culture.
Yes.
In like the blue painted like Celt, like like kind of like the Gauls, right? What I would imagine the ancient Gauls were before Rome. And then we have the Northmen, right? The Scandinavian inspired ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the pharaonic Egyptians or the Egyptian peeps, and that's the thing. that's actually the cool thing. Is their nation simply confined to that roaming boat that's like a city-state on the ocean, kind of? Or is it just like a link to a much bigger empire somewhere else, right? That'd be cool. And then the fourth one is the Babylonian/Assyrian culture as well.
And then we have the Neanderthal spear. Where would Mira fit?
So Mira, I think we have yet to see her homeland. Actually, wait a minute.
We had all the other captives.
So from when she spoke, when I heard her language during the rescue episode I think it was the Red Mist episode, we heard a little bit of her language because she spoke to other people that spoke her language, right? And it sounded Persian or Arabic, or like Iranian or something, right? So like just from me hearing it, obviously I could be incorrect, but like I want to say that the people that the Egyptians are currently fighting might be her people. Maybe. Oh, wow. I don't know.
Which would be a big twist.
Right. So that's the thing. Like I have a feeling we're going to see her culture pretty soon.
Yeah. Which has been like, I think my favorite thing about this whole series is just the expansion of the world. Like, don't get me wrong. I love season 1. It was so much fun but I love this like building to building to building. Like, this is so much fun. It's so enjoyable. It probably has been one of my favorite shows that I've been watching recently. Animation will always win first in my head. Like anything animated automatically is put in the top 3, and then everything else has to compete. But I've really been enjoying this series so much. And I know you have been too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just beautiful artwork. The sound design. Subscribe. We're going to be doing a sound design breakdown.
Tartakovsky's use of sound in storytelling.
So subscribe for that, because that's what we're going to be covering here. Is there anything else you want to say before we take off?
Another thing, just to go back to Mira, we also get another hint of the other civilizations and cultures too, because of the cell she's put in with the other ladies.
Yes.
Right. And we can kind of see they're like from different regions, right? And so she's like, okay. And like some of them are like kind of skeptical, some of them are just scared and like the looked like from like an African type peoples. Like she looked like she didn't trust Mira, or she's just wary of a newcomer, right? Like, what's going on here, so we'll see. I definitely want to see where this is going, because it's like you said. So getting Tartakovsky also mentioned that season 1 was predominantly like he wanted to balance the violence with the emotional impact of the characters, right? And like strike a balance between those two, because like he didn't want it to just be all gore and violence, right? Yeah. There needed to be substance, other than that, right? And so now in this second season, apparently they made a first pass of it, and they're like, you know what? We've done this before. It's too contrived. There's all this stuff wrong with it. And they scrapped it and rewrote it, and this is what we got.
That always works out for the best. What else they did that with was Toy Story. Originally, really? Toy Story, like Woody was going to be like an asshole. And he was going to be like, hey, like a drunk, not drunk, but you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And they're like, and they wrote the whole movie out. They even like animated a good portion of it. They're like, this isn't working. We got to redo this whole thing. And that's where we got the Toy Story we know and we love. So sometimes ripping it up, tearing it apart, and rethinking it is the best thing you can do for something. So, on that note, follow Kyle on Instagram, Peckles0, super intelligent, smart artist, and go follow him. Let him know you came from AsArt, and subscribe to AsArt to get all the updates to all of our content here. We're covering stuff on HBO Max to Netflix. We're going to be covering the new Lord of the Rings show, the Marvel stuff on Disney Plus. Subscribe to get all the updates. Go to asart.space for audio, video links, and cool shirts we've been working on. We've been trying to make some nerdy fun shirts for us to wear as a community, and it will support the channel to help us grow. We'll see you on the next AsArt. Dude! I'm so stoked. I hope the next episode isn't the last one.
I mean, was season 1 only 8 episodes long?
I can't remember, but